You've probably already thought about checking your phone since this video started. Maybe you already did. You didn't decide to. It just happened. That's the whole problem. The average person checks their phone 96 times a day, once every 10 minutes. Not because they decided to, because something decided for them. Think about what that actually means. If you're awake for 16 hours, that's one check every 10 minutes every single day, without a single conscious choice driving it. You're not bored. You're not looking for anything specific. You just reach. And you reach again and again. And the company that built your phone knew you would. They designed it that way, tested it that way, and optimized every pixel so you'd never stop. Think about the last time you opened Instagram or TikTok. Did you go there for something specific? Or did you just open it? That pull you felt, that's not boredom, that's dopamine. Every time you refresh, your brain fires a hit of it. And not because of what you found, because you didn't know what you'd find. Psychologists call this variable reward. Slot machines work on the exact same mechanism. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't, and the not knowing is what keeps you pulling the lever. Your phone is that lever. Every scroll is a pull. Every notification is a potential win. The engineers who built these apps studied gambling psychology before they wrote a single line of code. BJ Fogg at Stanford spent years figuring out how to make technology as persuasive as possible. What they built wasn't a communication tool. It was a dopamine delivery system that fits in your pocket. When's the last time you watched a full video without picking up your phone? Read a full article without skimming to the bottom? Had a conversation without glancing at a notification? Sat in silence for 5 minutes without reaching for something? In 2000, the average human attention span was 12 seconds. By 2015, Microsoft Canada did a study and found it had dropped to 8.25 seconds. A goldfish holds attention for 9. We're not beating the fish. And that's not funny. That's a measurement. Every time you skip a video before it finishes loading, every time you switch tabs mid-sentence, every time you open your phone because a moment felt boring for 2 seconds, you are actively training your brain to require constant stimulation. Boredom used to be where ideas lived. Now it triggers a reflex. And the reflex is always the same. Here's where it gets real. A 2021 study at King's College London scanned the brains of heavy smartphone users and found something that should concern every single person watching this. Heavy phone use physically reduces grey matter density in the prefrontal cortex. That's the part of your brain that controls focus, impulse control, and decision-making. The part that tells you to put the phone down. The more you scroll, the less grey matter you have in that region. The less grey matter you have, the harder it is to resist scrolling. So the phone is using the very part of your brain that controls self-control to erode that self-control. And here's the part that matters most. You're not weak. You're not undisciplined. Your brain is literally smaller in the exact region that would help you quit. That's not a character flaw. That's a measurable physical change. You've seen someone's vacation photo and felt something shift inside you. Not happiness for them. Something smaller, something quieter. You scrolled past it without thinking about it consciously, but it left a mark. Then you saw someone's promotion, their new car, their relationship. And each one left a small mark. By the time you put the phone down, you felt worse, and you couldn't explain why. A 2015 study in the Journal of Experimental Psychology found that passive social media use directly increases anxiety and decreases self-worth. Passive means scrolling without posting, just watching, just consuming. That's the majority of how you use these apps. And the reason it hurts is simple. Every post is someone's highlight, their best angle, best moment, best version. You're comparing your entire unfiltered life to everyone else's edited reel. You opened the app to feel connected. You closed it feeling behind, and you'll open it again tomorrow. You scroll before bed, Almost everyone does. You tell yourself it's just to wind down, just to decompress. But here's what's actually happening. Your phone screen emits blue light. Blue light hits specific receptors in your eye that signal your brain it's daytime. Your brain responds by suppressing melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy, by up to 50%. A Harvard study found it delays sleep onset by over an hour. But it doesn't stop there. Poor sleep directly reduces prefrontal cortex function the next day, the same region that's already shrinking from phone use. So the next morning you wake up tired, your impulse control is weaker, your focus is lower, and you're more likely to reach for the phone first thing, which means more screen time, which means worse sleep that night. 1 hour of scrolling before bed triggers a chain reaction that runs through the entire week, and it starts again every single night. Here's the first move, and it costs you nothing. Open your screen time settings right now. On iPhone, it's under Settings, Screen Time. On Android, it's under Digital Wellbeing. Find your daily average. Most people, when asked, guess around 2 hours. The real global average is closer to 4 hours and 10 minutes. And most people who check it are genuinely shocked. Not because the number is lying, because they truly didn't feel it adding up. That's what makes this so effective. It happens in 5-minute increments that feel like nothing until they're 4 hours of your day. Write the number down. Don't justify it. Don't tell yourself you need it for work. Just look at it. A 2015 study published in PLOS ONE found that simply tracking screen time cuts daily usage by 20 to 30% with no other intervention. Just knowing the number changes the behavior. You can't fix what you won't look at. Willpower is not the answer. Your phone was engineered by some of the smartest people in the world whose sole job was to defeat your willpower. Trying to out-discipline a billion-dollar machine is the wrong fight. The right move is friction. Make the phone harder to reach for. First, switch to Grayscale. Go to Settings, Accessibility, and turn your screen grey. Research shows a grey screen reduces compulsive phone use by up to 30% because colour is a core part of what makes the apps visually stimulating. Second, delete Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, any app you open without deciding to, from your home screen. Don't delete the app itself, just make yourself search for it. That one extra step creates enough pause for your brain to catch up to your hand. Third, tonight, charge your phone outside your bedroom, not on your nightstand, outside the room. If it's not within reach, you can't reach for it. These aren't hacks, they're barriers. Every barrier you build is a moment your brain gets to operate without being overridden. 3 moves. That's the whole protocol. 1. Audit your screen time today. Open the settings, find the number, write it down. Don't skip this step. The number is the thing that makes it real. 2. Add friction. Grayscale mode on. Social apps off the home screen. Phone charging outside the bedroom tonight. 3. Keep the first 30 minutes of your morning screen-free. No news, no Instagram, no notifications from people who are not in the room with you. Just 30 minutes where your first thoughts of the day belong to you. That's it. No expensive tools, no app subscriptions, no life overhaul. Your brain built these patterns over months of daily reinforcement. You can rebuild them in weeks using the same mechanism. Repetition and reward. The hardware is not broken. Your brain is one of the most adaptable systems ever studied. It changed once, it can change again. You just have to decide what you're pointing it at.